Hello everybody, welcome back to G-Man Media. Today we are doing Portal 2 and we have completed the game. But as I said on the last episode on Portal 2, I said we were going to do something different. We're not going on single player. We're going on community test chambers. So, what we are going to do is we're going to click it. That was laggy. And we're going to go on create test chambers, and we are going to make something brilliant. I'll also teach you how to make the levels, and if we have enough time at the end, we can actually see some of my levels that I've done. I have published most of them, so you can actually check them out for yourself here. So this is the test chamber, so right here. You can spin around pressing Q or whatever your settings is. So you got a window here. You can't actually delete this, but what you can do is if you move this out the way and do this, which you can do by pressing the mouse and then pressing the right stick, well, not the right stick, the right mouse button. If you click push service, yeah, it'll do that, and then just do it again anyway. And if this happens, that means you can't actually do it. And if you put that there, it'll go away. This is if you don't want the window, because when you're trying to do it, you can't actually delete it. But what you can do here is then once you've done that, you can do that, and then do this again, and then just do push surface. Oops. And just do that. And if you want to make things portable, you can do that as well. I'm going to make this entire room portable. So, there we go. And we've got the exit door here and the starter door here. So we'll start with something basic. How about we just do simple tower of here. And then you can put a Q button here. And then what you have to do is you have to press the right mouse button and click connect to. And then connect it to the door. It doesn't work on anything else, only the door, if that's the only mechanical thing. You can either do the ant lion, but if you don't want to do it, you can go on connection visibility and change it to outline, signage, or nothing. I prefer nothing, because yeah, so and you can also make things not portable. But let's just test this out first. So when you click build and play puzzle, it'll take a little while to build. So we'll just wait here. Yeah, this is weird, but eventually we'll start playing my little mini chamber, and then we'll continue it in other videos. So that'll be cool. Just calculating lighting. Okay, here we go, it's loading. Here it is. Here we go. Whoa, that was loud. So we've got this little area here. And then here we are. This is what we built. That's where the thingy was. So portal there, and portal there. Just go through, and there we go. But I realised we don't have a cube, so I am going to change that. We need to grab the weighted cube, or the companion cube, or the edgeless safety cube, or even the Franken cube. I'm going to do the weighted cube. And if you don't want like a button to activate it, you can press it with the right mouse button. And if you go on dropper enabled, you can do no, or you can do yes. You can do auto drop first cube, which would be no, or yes. If it's a no, you have to have a connection. And if it's auto respawn cube, if you don't have it, then it won't respawn if it breaks. So, unless you have a connection. I'm just going to set it to all 3. Now, before we actually test it, I might add a little something as well. So if I do this and go down, and then set all of this here, down, and then move the exit, and move the button, what you can also do is you can add Deadly Goo down here. It can either be here or here, but I prefer it to be low. You can also add the light bridge, and some of these things actually have like special thingies like these, and what you can do for them is you can put them at different angles. I prefer to in the top one because it's a lot easier. I'll also set this entire place here to, I'll set this place and down here to a non-portable surface. So if you try and portal here, it won't work. And you can also add like a fizzler, lasers. Or you can even use a flip panel or like an angled panel. But you can also use turrets. So if we put like a turret there, this will be a lot more challenging. You can spin it around like this. Hello. And then you can also do some bounce gel. So if we set this entire place here, if we just turn this into a non-portable surface, set the bit around it to a non-portable surface so then people can't cheat. You can put some bounce gel on here. If you want, you can have this, but I prefer not to do it if you want it to look natural. And then just do this. And then we do this. Okay, so then we can bounce across up there. And also do, you can also do an observation room and conversion gel, cleansing gel and speed gel. I'll put a button up here, pedestal button. Move this around here, so you can use buttons as well. And then I will also use a glass panel. And what we can do with these is we can turn them around to where you want them to be. Now these are very, very special. It's a bit like the button, but you have to like, first we'll connect it to the button. So we'll grab the button, we'll do that. And you see how it has a timer? You can actually give it a timer. I'm going to set it to infinity and connect it there. Now, how it does that is when the button is pressed, it'll go up. But I want it to do the opposite. So we'll click Start Deployed. And then we'll do the angle. You can set it to a 90-degree angle, a 60-degree angle, a 45-degree angle, or a 30-degree angle. And they have their own sound effects. When you go low, it's like low. And when you go high, it's really high. Yeah, I'll stop that. Anyway, we'll set it to 90. We can still see through it. And also, the turrets have their own sound effects too.
Can I help you?
No.
Sleep mode activated.
Good night. So, I will do this dotted line here, because people might think it'll be like the world getting destroyed. And now we'll finally click Build and Play Puzzle. Now, we have to be careful about the turret, so let's do this. It is a very basic puzzle, so I've just made it nice and easy so I can just show you all the basics. You can also make different parts to your levels as well, using the glass panel or the wall panel thingy. Okay, here we are. Oh, the turret can't see me, that's good. But if I jump, go down there. Then it can see me. So here's the jumping gel thingy. Hello. Oh, I got him. Okay, I can't actually get up here, so I'll just do this. And there we go. And then we'll put that there. And then we'll click the button. And it goes on forever. And then we grab this. Go over here. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. And we bring the cube across this light bridge. And then we put it on the button. And that button has hopefully opened the door. Let's jump back. Going. And there we go. That's that. And also, there's a hoop up here. There's a hoop there. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so the test is now restarting. It always restarts whenever you test it. So now we're going to do the more challenging things. So we've got our first part. I'll set this one to the connection visibility as signage, because we are going to make a second part. And to push it all the way over there. And then put this, I'm going to put this fizzler here. And then we can set this all the way up here. And you can also click it to make it on or off. You can also make it a laser field, which you can portal through, but we'll have the fizzler. So this bit could be like a laser section. So we can do, we won't use the reflection cube or the redirection cube. We'll first start with the laser emitter. I'll set this down here. And we will use some glass, which you can use sometimes. If you want to ever build something or make a test. You can also turn these ones around, just like the glass panel and all the other items. Okay. And you can even do these ones on top, I think. And you're probably wondering, why am I putting it in a glass cube? Well, the lasers actually go through glass. But if you ever want it to make sense, I can always just put it like this, grating or glass. But I prefer glass. You don't have to do this, but you can do it if you want. And then I will put a laser catcher here. So you can portal there. And what I'll also do is I will put down a piston platform over here. These are like more all the advanced stuff. You can do a piston platform and set it to go up and down. So I'll set it to be up. You can also do its starting position as well, but I prefer it to be really down. And we'll let this connect to the laser catcher. And we'll do that, and then we'll go here. And we'll set it to be a laser field. But not just a laser field. There'll also be a fizzler, which means you can't actually portal through the laser field. If you ever want to do this, you can. And to disable it, you'll actually need to do the first puzzle, like this. So I'll grab this, connect it to, I'll do it to the fizzler. Now this, oh, I accidentally zoomed in there. I'll just zoom in a bit. Okay, this is a lot confusing. This is really confusing sometimes. And then I'll set the fizzler. I'll just set this to nothing, so then that won't show. But the signage on the door will still work. Whoop! Ah! What the hell happened? Sorry there. And then that'll do that. So then, what you can do is you can grab, you can touch this pedestal button and it will turn on this tractor beam. Now this is very, very chaotic. I'll put it here. Yeah. Okay. Now make sure you can't do anything else here. I'll also make it not start enabled. Make it connect to this. And it'll be change active state, I think. I hope I got that right. I always mess up whenever I do it. I'll set that to infinity. And so it goes here. I'll put some glass here. Just there. No, not there. Here. So then we can't go there when you're trying to do this, because you can actually jump it. So I won't do that. And you'll need to portal on. So get here. And it'll just be like a little ledge. Like this. It won't be portable. Also set it to here. So it won't be portable. Like that. But I also gotta set this to not portable, just in case anyone tries to cheat. Okay, so then what's going to happen is there will be another button. Said that a lot. And that button will be this side. And this one button is actually going to connect to the door. And this one button here, pedestal button, is actually going to be signage just like this. And now we're going to test it. We are going to test it. Okay, the test buttons aren't coming up. Okay, you just got to move around if that ever happens. If you ever like can't move or get laggy, just move the screen around a little bit. But you probably don't get that much lags. Now we just gotta wait for ages. Doing the lighting. Takes ages when it's doing the lighting. Okay. Sorry for the silence there. Yeah, we got this. Oh, when you press E, does that. So we can't do this yet. We can move through here. And of course, when you do that, you can't do that afterwards. Oh, people might be able to like do that and portal up here. I will change that. Because like, people could do that. They could. Like, go really close. And then just do that. And then like jump like that. And yeah, and then they make it. I will change that, but you know what, I should have done it the proper way. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I'll go up here. Oh, hello there.
Searching. Please locate area.
Boing. Okay. Oh, I feel bad for that turret now. Oh, I need the cube. I completely forgot about the cube. You see, these things are really good. Because sometimes you like forget. Even though I like made it. Okay. Let's go. And put that on there. There we go. Oh, I almost fell down that pit there. Jump and boing. Hello. So when this restarts, I'll do it the proper way. Oh, there's the hoop. Don't know why there's a hula hoop there. Or you can put in the comments why you think that's there. Anyway, we're going to continue it and we're going to do it the proper way. And then I'll just do that little fix bit. And then we might end the video. Might. So, do that. Sorry! Oh, I feel bad now. Okay, let's go! Whee! Oh, what was that all for? Now I have to do that again. That was a waste of time. I don't even know how that happened. Okay, let me try that again. I hope that doesn't happen again. That was random, it just disappeared. Okay, now we can go over here. Wait, can you portal through there? Oh, you can. Okay, I'll also change that. So what you have to do is you portal there, and portal there. Yep, but what you actually have to do is you have to wait for it. And then portal over there. And it'll send you up. And then you can portal across. Oh wait, no, you meant to portal across, I think. Yeah, you meant to portal across. Whoa, I just zoomed in. Zoom out there. And press that. There we go. Whoa! Okay, and then I can go in here. Oh, these are always slow. Why did these always have to be so slow? Okay. Whoa! Oh no! Hold on. I'll just portal up here. And then you can press the button. And then we can escape. There we go. Okay, now I just got to do the small changes. So you should always try and cheat on your own test. Because people might actually think that as well. Yeah, so we're going to go and exit to the editor. And up here, we'll make these unportable, like that. And we will also make this entire area unportable. However, right by the button, you know, never mind. We will do a flip panel right here. But what we'll have to do is, because it has an animation when you do it, I have to move the button over to here or something like it. Yeah, you have to move it a whole different area. So that's kind of annoying. And then I have to like restart all of the other stuff. Just change that to none, really. And it'll make it say you can portal here when it's activated. You know, I'll just let it do it there. And then what we'll do is we'll make it so it is when it flips around only when you do that. Oh, no. I'll just do it. Okay, only when you do that. Okay. And that might have a sign on it as well, so I'll just change that. Change it to none. And I already know how this is going to work. I won't actually test the final result, but I'll try and publish it. If you want to see it, you can. I'll just go and click Save As. So it will be called, Two Sections. I hope I spelled that right. And then the description will be, wow, you probably, Bob, watched my video, exclamation mark. Here you can try out my level yourself. And that's what we're going to do. And then we will save that. And then I will go and publish. So I just got to build it. So this is how you can publish your games. So this isn't going to be cut out the video. So we're almost running out of time, so I have to be really quick. And this has to be really quick actually as well, because we're almost at the end. Okay. Yep, for everyone, yes. And then publish test chamber. Just gotta wait for it to load. And then and if you want this on like your page, you have to go into the Steam Workshop. And what you also have to do is if you want this in like a special page, you have to like subscribe to it. Just like how you should subscribe to my channel if you want. You can comment here on my thing. I am a question mark. And then you can click off that, and then exit to main menu. And then once you've done it, you can go onto single player, and go here, and this is where you can play it. It'll also have some quick dialogue on it as well. You can also do it with lots of these things. Some of these were made by me, like this one, this one, this one. Well, no, not this one. This one was made by someone else. These are just the ones that I like, really. This one's really, really good. This one's really good. You should try this one. It's pretty difficult, actually. I never completed it, though. And yeah. There's also cooperative chambers that I've made, but I just did it for fun, really. There isn't really another person I can do it with. But anyway, whoa, okay, what is this? Anyway, that will be the end to our video. That is not disappearing. I will see you later. Goodbye.